How y'all doing? It's Sunday, baby. We've enjoyed the weekend. I'm hoping you enjoyed yours. I'm enjoying mine. I just can't wait for winter to start. I'm about tired of this over 100-degree heat down here. It's really wearing on me. Sorry I missed yesterday. Life got in the way again. It does. I have to remember that I have a life and I'm still trying to do other things. Anyway, what's going on? Well, old Bannon got kicked out. This has been one hell of a week. We could talk about a lot of shit this week. Old Bannon, he got kicked out, fired, going back over to Breitbart. He's on his way. But it seems like he's happy about that. First thing Breitbart did was hashtag war. Yep, put out a message, hashtag war. And what did Bannon say? Bannon said he was happy. He was real happy that he was going to get his hands back on his weapon. What's his weapon? Breitbart News. The same shit that gave you the alt-right. That kind of crap that's been spreading through our house came from Breitbart. It's been held up as a news agency. No, it's not. It's the alt-right. It's the white supremacists, the Klan. It's the every nasty thing you can think of. Propaganda shit comes from that Breitbart News. A whole lot like Fox News. They want to be even more right than Fox News. You know, there's a bee on my ear. Anyway, it's going to be another assault on the fake news, he said. The fake news, yeah. That's the real news that those assholes try to convince you are all lies. Donnie and the Russian thing, all lies. Oh, Donnie and the white supremacists, all lies. Don't listen to what came out of his mouth. That's not what he meant. And that's what Republicans are continuing to do, is they stand up there and they say, well, I don't agree with what he said, but... And they throw that but in there. There ain't no more time for no more buts. I'm tired of looking at the butt we have up there. Orange orangutan. You have to ask yourself, is this going to be it? Is this going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back to get his ass out with the Republicans? Well, I'm not too sure, because I see him up there on TV making excuses for him, saying that we can fix this. He needs to turn. The only thing Donnie's going to come out and speak from his mouth that makes any sense will be something that somebody else writes for him. It'll be on the teleprompter. It'll be on a piece of paper. It'll be something he can read. It's not anything that comes out of his heart. He showed us what come out of his heart. He demonstrated that last Tuesday. What comes out of his heart. What comes out of his mouth. What kind of vomit spews out of his ignorant soul. That's what he shows us. So anything that you see him reading on a teleprompter, tell him to kiss your ass, because that's not what Donnie means. He's reading something for the ignorant masses to excuse his ass for what he is. And Donnie defends the statues, and he says we're erasing our history and culture. No, we haven't erased our history and culture. We've defiled it. We've made it into a lie. Back in the turn of the century, back in the 1900s, that was the group of Jim Crow asshole type son of bitches that decided they wanted to put up these Confederate statues to honor the Confederates that died in the Civil War. No, they were treasonous assholes. And those statues were placed there to intimidate the black population, to remind them who they were, to put them in their place. That's the kind of shit that those statues went up there for. Remember what Johnson said about if you can convince the lowest white man, the lowest scum like Trump, the lowest like those neo-Nazi white supremacists, those lowest scum, that they're better than the highest black man, well, they won't matter when you pick their pocket, when you take their money. And that's what they're doing. That's what it is. That's why I say the churches that support Donald Trump, you're not in a church. You're part of a con job. You're giving of that money into those churches that support Donald Trump. Well, you're just being scammed. You're part of a con job. And your preacher's doing it to you. I guarantee you. Our history, defending our history and culture. How about we just correct the history and correct the culture of this nation? You want to tear down these statues? I think we ought to tear down every one of them and replace them with statues that show our history and our culture and the way it should be taught, the way it should have been taught to those people in the South. You want to put up them statues? How about putting one up to Moses Smith? How about that guy? I think Robert E. Lee ought to come on down and put Moses Smith up there. Yeah, he was a member of the 1st United States Colored Troops Heavy Artillery Battalion, Company A, in the Civil War. A black man, a black hero who honored himself on the battlefield fighting for the right cause. There's people that we could put up there. Daniel Grant. Do you want a Grant? How about him? Maryland 9th Regiment. Distinguished himself on the battlefield in the Civil War. It's a black man. There are 209,145 black individuals in the museum, the African American Civil War Museum, that deserve more of a statue and the accolades that go with that than any one of them stinking treasonous assholes that turned their back on America and attacked it. That's what the Confederate States of America was. It was made up of treasonous assholes. Don't talk to me about, oh, John, it wasn't about the slaves. Yeah, it was. No, John, it was about the economic issues of the day. Yeah, the economic issues of the day. Let me see, those in the northern states who had to pay their employees to do a job were losing out on the profits because those in the South didn't have to pay labor. They had slaves and they wanted to keep them. It was an economic issue. No, it wasn't, you asshole. No, it wasn't. It was a states' rights issue. Are you shitting me? The state's right to own people? That's what you defend your shit from? That's it? That's the culture, the history of our country. Yeah, that it was turned on by a bunch of treasonous assholes. So yeah, every one of them freaking statues need to come down. And they ought to be replaced with one of those 209,145 men that fought honorably for this country, for the American flag that flies at your house today. Those men fought for it. What do you want to know? That your Southern culture is so blessed and so pure, lily white, that you got to preserve our heritage. Fuck you and your heritage. Any of you with any sense, you ain't got no sense if you support this shit. There ain't no avenue. Yeah, tear every one of them down. Go ahead and get hold of the African American Civil War History Museum. How about pulling out some of them names and make statues to those people who gave so much more than General Lee or Stonewall Jackson or any of them treasonous assholes that still decorate monuments all over the South. You know, it's bullshit. Anyway, Donnie's going to skip the Kennedy Center honors. Oh, thank you, Donnie. It's one good thing you can do for your nation is hide your ugly ass when we honor real people. When we single out people to honor, Donald Trump should not be anywhere near the damn building because he's a disgrace upon anybody that should be honored. Anyway, he's off his vacation. Oh, Donnie has to return to the White House. You know, the dump of a place that Donnie has to live in while he's playing president. And he don't like that, people. He don't want to be in the White House. He wants to run back to his bribe collection center. Or he used to want to go home to New York, but I don't think people like his ass very much there. They stay outside your house, Donnie, in your gilded little cage up there in the top of the building, with all your gold and all your money and all your glorious internal thoughts. Still planning on holding that rally in Arizona. Yeah, with all of this shit that has gone down, he still wants to go to Arizona and have a Klan rally. Because make no mistake, if you show up at a rally for Donald Trump, you're at a Klan rally. You're at a white supremacist rally. That's what that is. That's no different. He's going to continue and call it I'm on the trail. I'm on the re-election trail and all that shit. I'm campaigning. No, you're not. You're rallying your little white scum. That's all you're doing, buddy. Arizona, baby. I am with you. If you're in Arizona, make sure that asshole knows you don't want him there. You don't want him there. He's threatening to stop the payments to the ACA again. And we spoke to this before. This is how Donnie wants to destroy America. This is how Donnie wants to kill anything Obama touched. Because there ought to be a statue to Obama and never one to Trump. I swear, if the Navy ever comes out and says we're going to name an aircraft carrier the USS Donald Trump, it would be a disgrace to our country. As a Navy man, that's the way I feel. Anyway, he wants to cut off the payments to the ACA so it'll collapse, so calamity will ensue and the markets will collapse, and he dreams in his head that we'll all come crawling back to Donnie D. No, the ACA needs to be fixed. You need to make those damn payments. You need to care about things in this world, Donnie, not just how much money you're getting. Speaking about it, people getting money, I seen where Jim Baker, you remember him? The convict that's already been to prison, the lying dick that went to jail, him and Tammy Faye and all that crap. Well, he's saying that the solar eclipse is God's punishment for Obama. You know, for passing gay rights and the transgender thing and all that other deviant things that Obama did. In his mind, the con is still on TV, I see. These people never learn. That's the evangelicals. They'll buy anything from this guy. He's a con artist from the word go. And yet he's back on TV again, selling his bullshit, selling his lie, selling his con job to all of his followers so they'll send him that money. Yeah, that's what them televangelists do. They want that money, baby, and that's all it's about. Hey, by the way, the Texas bathroom bill failed. How about that shit? The transgender bathroom bill. The one that, you know, our governor said that we had to put a toll booth right in front of every bathroom so we can check under the hood to see if you can go to the bathroom or not. Oh, that's Greg Abbott. Don't make no mistake. God says it so. God says it so Greg Abbott's going to do it. He's going to try to bring this thing back, you watch. But the tide turned against his ass, and it failed. So, and it should. Anyway, I want to give out a shout to My Affair. She sent from Arcadia, California. She sent me this shirt a long time ago. I thought it was appropriate because, yes, we can heal this nation. If we work together with a common cause, like we used to, and we can heal this nation. I also want to point out the fact that the word heal is spelled correctly, Donnie. You put out a tweet where you misspelled it 2 times in one tweet. Heal. H-E-E-L. Maybe it's not a typo. Maybe that's the kind of heal that Donnie wants America to be. Heal. Heal, America, at your feet. Heal. Yeah, that's Donnie. He's not here to heal the nation as to make it better. He's here to heal the nation as to make it bend on its knee. That's what Donald Trump wants. Well, yeah, we can heal this nation, as Obama said. We can do it as one group. We can do it hands reaching out to everybody and stand up against this shit. Kim Stone Wagner on YouTube, she said she was proud of the resurgence of the spirit for our country in the last week. Yes, because people are standing up because we will not put up with that racist shit in our house, in our country. It's time to move that shit out of our house. Yeah, move him out of our house and half the racist shit will disappear. And anyway, Lorraine Dooley. I drink coffee every morning out of a cup Lorraine sent me. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. And every day I remind myself of what this country was. While the assholes on the right tried to denigrate him and tear him down, how much this Obama made this country shine. And I'm so proud of that. Donna Bonacosi reaching out. I got names written down there because there's people that in our group that should be. I like the way Donna reaches out. Mike Berrigan this morning sent us some photos of his little girl Alice catching a fish up in South Dakota. That's good. We need things like that in our life to remind us of what we're doing. Simona Newell out in Mobile, Alabama this morning with her husband on a boat going across Mobile Bay with the sun coming up. What a picture. A family out enjoying themselves. Those are the things we need to do. As Americans, we need to bring that to all of us. A little respite from the bullshit that comes out of the White House. And I'm proud of these people. I'm proud they come on every day. I also want to give out a shout out to April Chartrand. She sent us a shirt before. She's one of our Blue Dots. She got her master's degree on Friday, and we are so proud of you. And go get them, girl. She worked hard for it, and I hope you reap the rewards of your labors. So, anyway, Blue Dots around the world and around this country, we're got to stand together and fight this shit that we see. Yeah, tell them to take down them damn statues and make some suggestions like Moses Smith or Daniel Grant. How about those people put up there in the same spot? That would be healing this nation. That would be bringing our culture and our history into tune with what it should have been instead of what they disguised it and disgusted it with. That kind of shit. Remember, those are all statues to people who committed treason against the United States of America. That's who they are, and they should be taken down. Put them in a cotton-picking museum somewhere else, and put statues up to people who fought, put their life on the line for the ideals that this country still holds true. Anyway, if we do that, we'd be a better nation. Y'all enjoy your day and all that stuff. I'm going to get out on the river this afternoon. I'm going to wait for that sun to go down a bit because, whoo, it gets hot out there, baby, and I am enjoying the thought of a little cooler weather coming in. Of course, down here in South Texas, we only get winter like 1 week at a time, and it'll warm up. Christmas Day, we'll all be out in shorts, and New Year's, we'll all be freezing. Anyway, that's the way it is down here in South Texas. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bernabeu, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bernabeu Speaks, my fan page. Don, you're doing a great job, buddy. And on Twitter and anywhere else I can get to get this message up. But stay positive, people. We are winning this. We have friends. We could call out names all day long. Loopy and Robert Villarreal out in Tucson, California. I like my shirt, buddies. I like my shirt, buddy. I like to wear it to town. It spreads a message. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all Monday. Bye now.